Susan was 16 when we first came in contact with her, and she was living at home with her siblings and her parents, and her father was very abusive towards her. Her father was beating her, but he was also telling her she was a loser, she was no good, she was stupid, she was ugly, like the whole 9 yards. Susan finally got the courage to kind of go to mom and say, I can't do this anymore, like this needs to stop. And mom pretty much said to her, well, suck it up or leave. So Susan decided to leave. She didn't have a plan or anything really. So she stayed at different friends' houses for a while, but really it wasn't going anywhere and it wasn't a long-term plan in any way. So she got pretty desperate. And Susan is somebody who already has some other things on the go. She has some learning disabilities. She had developed an eating disorder at this point, and she also had super high anxiety. And the whole situation of not knowing where she's going to live tomorrow didn't help anything. So somebody gave her our number, like the Youth Resource Center number. So Susan called and got in touch with our street outreach worker. And so the street outreach worker met her, talked to her, gave her some food, which really was kind of the first thing to settle her down. And then helped her to develop some sort of a plan. So we got Susan in touch with the Ministry for Children and Family Development, and they looked into the situation and decided that Susan would probably be better off on her own than going back into that family situation. So she had her own apartment, which gave her a stable living situation. But it's pretty difficult to be 16 and have to do everything for yourself and still go to school. The money she gets was limited, so she was trying to squeeze a part-time job in the whole thing too. At that point, she had a different worker, which is an independent living worker, also through the Youth Resource Center. And this worker really helped her in developing some of the skills she needed, like shopping, cooking, right? Everything, house cleaning, how to even do the time management to fit everything in. Budgeting is huge if you're very limited and you have all these things, and see, you know, what other youth have and you want to have the same things. Also got her connected to child and youth mental health to work on her eating disorder and her anxiety. For a while, Susan didn't do so well living on her own because she was kind of scared being all by herself. But we could really see the potential in Susan, because through all of this, she managed to attend school. She didn't get a lot of schoolwork done all the time, but she was there, and you know, her attendance was super reliable, and she really wanted to make something of herself. She just wasn't sure if she had it in herself to do it. So for the longest time, it was really up to us and other people involved in her life to carry the hope for her that, no, you look what you've done already, and to boost her up, and you can do this, you can, you know, you can get better. And she also received a mentor through the Youth Resource Center. So that was somebody who wasn't a professional, who just spent time with her, like an adult friend, that she could brainstorm stuff with, that she can bounce ideas off, things that she couldn't do with her family because of all the tension that was there. So yeah, I mean, Susan she worked hard, and she did super well. She graduated high school on time. She went on to go to university and take some classes there. She saved the little money that she had between her part-time job and the money she got from the ministry. She saved up to buy herself this old beater car that she drove around after she got her driver's license. And you know, her dream is to travel the world, and she stayed in touch, but we haven't heard from her for a while. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if, you know, that's what she's doing.